Hello, hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Morgan Lowe's sister. So glad you're here. You never get to make them whenever we're doing them. So I'm going outside to edge my slab of cement with a steak knife. I'm listening, but I will not be able to comment as much as I do. I say that and then I can't help myself and I'm all up in the mix. Well, if you're slabbing the edge of your cement with a steak knife, I'd say, well, good on you. Fun day. And good job for being resourceful. Awakening to love, my darling. How are you? And the little girl. Oh, she's so beautiful. Okay. If you caught my sort of Hi, Christine in Ireland. Beautiful. Raymond, brother, beautiful. You and Mandy have such a connection. We really do. See, if you saw my pre-shuffling video, everybody's always wanting to know how my pre-shuffling goes. And I didn't record the whole thing. I just got a little bit in there. But she's always a part of it. But then you notice she knows as soon as I start the videos. It's like, I don't know how she knows, but she knows. She's like, I did my job. I did my job. I helped you. Did my job. And Mandy picked the card. Okay, Mandy picked the card for the Soul Tribe today. So you get to see her. I go through every card, and man, I was like, oh, she's not going to pick one. I'm going to have to change decks. And she did. She picked one. And she was like, that's it. The Tree of Life. Oklahoma City. Beautiful Margaret. Beautiful Muse, my sister. Hello. The Tree of Life. I don't know what that is, but it's something that comes within me. You know, you guys see how I use my hands a lot. How much beautiful brother, Patricia, sister, Amy Gill. You guys see how much I use my hands whenever I'm speaking. That's part of my channeling. I don't know what it is that comes into me. I've not always been like that. I mean, I've always been expressive, but some of the things I've gone back to see some of my videos. I've gone back to see some of my videos and I see my hand movements and my gestures. I'm like, that is not me. That's not me. I've never done those things. So it's really interesting. Like this is new. It's it's this. It's like see, I can't even, like, this is natural for me. Whenever you cross your fingers, for me at least, when y'all cross your fingers, it's the middle over the index, correct? Is that how y'all do it? That's natural for me. Middle over the index, okay? But when I'm channeling, it's the index over the middle. And it's not all the way across. It's like more of a soft movement. It's very strange. It makes me wonder what their hands look like, these people channeling, or these beings channeling in. But I'm always doing this. And I swear, you guys, I've never done that. It's never been planned. But when I'm trying to, whatever this is that channels through me, I know. Look at Mandy. She's like, serious. Maybe it's you. Is it you? No. You don't have opposable thumbs, but you've got both of these. And I don't think I've ever seen you even attempt to cross either of them. Your ear is messed up. I don't know why that drives me insane. It doesn't bother her. In fact, I think that's part of her trying to cool off. And the reason I do this, I try to keep her in the frame. It's your choice to stay out of it. I'm trying to keep my dirty kitchen out of it. No, actually, I cleaned it today. So when I do certain hand movements, I don't know what, it's interesting. I don't know what it is. And it's not planned. I want you guys to know that. You're so long. I've given you the entire couch. I used to channel up there. And I've given you can you not infringe on my space is what I'm going to need from you. Okay, so I love you so much. But you look good up there. You know, see, if you do that, you're too big. So I've given you this whole couch. It is the largest piece of furniture I own. The largest. Do you think that you can be grateful for that? So let's get going on this channeling. We've had an interesting day. We've been laughing a lot. She's cracking me up. She's just every day. You know, you guys know she's 9 months old. She'll be 10 months old on the She'll be 10 months old on the 14th. Not even a year old. And July 14th will be her birthday. And she is just, her personality is developing in such a unique way. And she's so independent. I'm really struggling. I'm at this point where I'm really struggling not to break her independence, not to break her spirit, but guide her safely, right? I want her to live her happiest life as a dog. And sometimes, this is kind of where the channeling is going, sometimes that means having boundaries, right? We need some boundaries. You need some boundaries. And right now, if you're in your spiritual growth, your development, you probably feel an internal urge to push against boundaries, to say, how big can I get? I'm getting fun comfortable. I'm always telling you guys, get fun comfortable, get out of your box. And now here I am telling you to have boundaries. Confusing. But our boundaries are what also help us to be successful in the parameters of this world. In the parameters of this world, right? And this is very dependent on where your career lies, where your purpose lies, where your passions lie. Passions. Is there any career worth pursuing without passion? There is a way to be rooted, yet let your branches grow up as high as they can. If you are completely boundless, they're saying, thank you. Okay, see how the channeling just comes in. I wasn't planning any of this for a topic, but I love it. I learn with you guys. You guys know this. I swear, I think that Saint Germain comes in here a lot. I do. I feel his energy a lot, and I feel like he's kind of the finger guy. If you pursue a career, I'm sorry, if you pursue to be completely boundless, meaning you don't have boundaries, I'm sorry, borderless, you'll never really know where your willpower lies, because nothing is ever holding you back. Also, operating somewhat, I'm not saying you have to do every single thing you're told and live in a box, but somewhat within the parameters of this world is the way to be most successful. The way towards success is how to get your voice heard. I cannot use foul language on these videos without, I mean, I can, but they will demonetize all of them. Okay. And that is because advertisers are concerned with offense linked to their advertisements. And I understand that. So I have to operate within bounds to come and tell you my free speech of what I'm learning. And hopefully if you are resonating with me, because this is how my channel works, you are at the same point of transformation as I am. Because every time I come on here and I do channeling, I learn something too. And it's not even usually the thing I thought I was supposed to be learning. It's one of y'all's energy that's peaking highest. And I'm not picking any certain people out, but you'll hear the messages when it resonates with you. You're like, oh, that's for my guide. You know, many of us share guides if we are resonating with each other. Saint Germain is an ascended master who truly, he assists many of you out there. Look him up if you don't know who Saint Germain is. Also, I suggest the liqueur because it's very good. Saint Germain. Yummy. Okay. Right now I'm having water and lemon. I have myself on a pretty strict moderation diet when it comes to alcohol. I'm still drinking more heavily than I normally would because not only am I isolated, but it's like that little bit of human interaction I used to get, I don't have anymore, right? I'm also going through some personal stuff. So obviously the last thing I want to do is be numbing right now, because this is a time of personal stuff rising up to the top so that you can really look at them, because they're trying to set up your next few years, your next decade, your next decades. You are building the platform on which you will grow from. You are solidifying the roots. Yes, and wine. I had to just stop with wine because it tastes so good, and I can justify it because of Jesus, so it gets me in trouble. But solidifying your roots, yet having tall branches. Okay, and I love that I have this tree behind me coming right out of my head. When a tree is enormous, and we've all seen one of those majestic trees, it's just enormous, and its branches are so big, and you see the wind blow, and you're like, how is that thing not going down? Because its roots are so deep. We must have that balance. Okay, when I'm telling you to get uncomfortable, that's growing your branches out. Getting your branches out there. Not knowing if it's going to collide with another tree, offend another tree. Yet, knowing where your principles and your values lie. Knowing your parameters. Having moderation. Having balance. These are part of pushing yourself into the earth. Into Gaia. And saying, Spirit, it's not all you and it's not all me. We work together. We co-create. That's what this year is about. Co-creation. Co-creation. 58. This is the card of 58. It's also a 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Stabilization. This is the year 4. Co-creation and stabilization. Because you can't grow anything. You cannot grow anything if that same tree that got all fun comfortable, did all the right things when it comes to being fun comfortable, but never grounded itself, had shallow roots, it would go over in the first storm. In the first storm. So there's 2 things many of you are dealing with. And, you know, we do this different every time. Not every time, but, you know, this is popping up for me differently according to the pre-channeling. So there's 2 places our soul tribe is in right now. Both of them are the same. One is shadow and one is light. That doesn't make someone better than the other. It just means you're incorporating your shadow into your light, or you're incorporating your light into your shadow. Okay? Like I said, you can be some of you can be so spiritually fit that you're of no earthly value. Where are your roots? Your branches can be big and tall, but where are your roots? Some of you can be so rooted down in the mass, you're not getting uncomfortable. You're like, I'm just staying here. I'm just staying here. Nothing's going to blow me over. It's safe here, right? Both of these 2 have to come together, okay? You will resonate with one or the other more, but you're going to resonate with both. If you resonate with me, if you resonate with my channel, you're going to resonate with both of these, because we are working on converging our light and dark. Cutting ancestral ties, cutting karmic debts, healing them. The curse, 14, also a 5, the number of change, the number of struggle. These are good things because they lead us into the light. They make our roots deeper. But then we got to get uncomfortable too. We got to grow our branches. Stabilize, yet balanced. Moderation, right? Yet still being able to get uncomfortable, knowing that I still have principles, I still have boundaries. I have intuition that I can ask to guide me. I have my God. I have my angels. I have my spirit guides. Right? I'm going to pull a numerology card for each of these. I like how, you know what? I'm going to take this as a final for all of us. We're going to pull these 2 for see where you're at, and then we'll pull this as a bring about together. I think this is interesting. I've never seen this one. The Time Master. Whoa. Interesting. The Time Master. 12, also a 3. Beautiful card. Okay. I shuffled these this morning for the Soul Tribe. I wasn't planning to use them, so I put them back in the box. And then I looked right at them. I guess Spirit's wanting to frequency assign these. I really like this deck so far. This is the Light Seers Tarot. Wow. Page of Cups. I just split the deck. Page of Cups. Look at his feet dangling from the air when pigs fly, right? Daydreaming. Some of you can become so spiritually fit that you're of no earthly value. You still got to go for it. You still got to root yourself. I'm going to keep that to the side for now. Spirit for the curse. I'm seeing in my mind, I'm seeing the death card, rebirth. Rebirth means rebirth. You have already been born. You're being born again. Are you going to do so out of sturdier foundations? Right? Out of sturdier foundations. 33 viewers right now. Beautiful. The curse. You know what? Let's read a little bit. 14, the curse. This is an oracle card. These are not tarot cards. There is a big difference. But I like to clarify oracle cards because oracle cards are kind of like, there's no one card more important or less important than the other, right? Whereas tarot, you have minor arcana, which sort of describe big life events. Major arcana, there's only 22 of those in a 78 card deck, and that is going to talk about major life events, major going within. And then you have aces, which are neither. They're portals. They're opportunities. But if you walk past a portal and you don't walk through it, it's a fart in the wind. That's nothing. The curse. Okay. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. What? I love it. Y'all saw me. I was like, let's go ahead and pull up. Okay. Sorry. Crazy. The source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity, ancestral ties being cut? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. It says the curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former past lives and former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. Some of us are doing this. I am. Look at the hand over her mouth. I told you guys, every time I'm doing throat chakra work, look what happens. This is how I know I need to start it. Or actually, it comes well before that. This is after I've been ignoring it for a long time. Speaking my truth, not only to the world, but to myself. To myself. Ancestral healing, Kristen Luna. To myself. Am I being honest with myself? See what they're saying about that. Okay. $14, the curse. 14, the curse. 14, the curse. Felt something. Buzz. Ah, yes. How confusing is it, right? I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Follow your intuition. Are you acknowledging what you want to yourself? Do you know what you want? Are you being honest with yourself about what makes you happy? Or are you saying, this is what makes everybody else happy, it should make me happy? Right? I don't know. Do I want that, or do I want that? Maybe it's none of those things, and that's why you're having a hard time deciding. Maybe it's one of those things, but you're too afraid to pick it because it's different. It's different. Right? People might judge me. What will people think? What if I fail? You create your own world. This is coming out in you right now. This is coming out in you right now, the Empress creation. But are you going to create it from these past ancestral wounds? With that hand over your mouth, saying what you have to say is not important, not good enough? Oh no. You are going to speak from your own creation. Creating with spirit, using your intuition, picking the right thing, because there is no wrong way. It will all lead back to the right place. They're just asking you, because you have free will and creative power and design with universe, because you have this ordained authority to create your own world, they're waiting on you to pick. You will still get to where you wanted to go. Don't worry. They're saying, what course would you like to take? 44 viewers, 22 likes. I love it. Numerology is off the charts. Moderation. Balance. Balancing your shadow and your light side. Are some of you spending too much time on TV, too much time on the alcohol? Like I said, I'm having to moderate. And this is not vodka water. This will be later, it will be vodka water. But, moderation. I know you're stuck at home. I know it's boring. But fill your mind with those books you've been wanting to read. Start that garden you never have time for. Right? Temperance. Oh. Morgan, thank you so much, my sister. I know you're cutting karmic ties. I know you are. Look at his balance and the angel wings behind him. Divinely guided. Crown chakra opening. Rooted. Yet still able to branch out. Are some of you so spiritually fit that you're not taking chances anymore? Hearing that too. Balance. Karmic ties, karmic debts, those things create an imbalance. You can be living what you consider to be outwardly a balanced life, doing everything I can, but if you're not cutting those karmic ties, if you're not cutting those karmic debts, if you're not cutting those ancestral ties that have held you back, those preconceived notions, that those preconditionings from early life, just in this lifetime, let alone others. If you're not doing that, it's like you're already in the seesaw, in the balance of life. You're already butt heavy. I was going to use the other word, but behind heavy. You can be doing everything right over here. Still not going to balance out what needs to be cut off. You got dead weight. You got dead weight. Look at this. The last card that came out was also a 14. Cutting ancestral ties and realizing they are your powers. They happen to you, not for you. So that you could learn this cosmic balance of the universe and that you are a part of it. Do you realize that? All right, Tree of Life. You guys are doing some work. I'm proud of you. Coming in strong. I keep hearing a drum. Keep hearing a drum. going on. Somebody's got a shaman, very old ancestral healer out there who's trying to help them heal. Maybe somebody needs to listen to some drum meditation. Drum meditation. Look it up on YouTube. All right, spirits have got a song. We're going to get these. These are having the frequency of the curse. They're wanting to move them to the tree of life. Take a deep breath through your tummy, not your chest. This is Nako, Medicine for the People. Close it out every day with that, but it's a different song coming in. You guys have heard it. Lend your ears, lend your hands, lend your movement, anything that you can. Come to teach, come to be taught. Come in the likeness and the image of God, 'cause you can be like that. With all that humbleness and all that respect. All the power vested in me. Be it hard to love my enemies. Over the black bags, over the heads of the dead and dying. The more I understand about this human race, the less I comprehend about the purpose in place. And if you wish to survive, you will find the guide inside. Tree of life, look at that. Death, rebirth. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Falling backwards with total trust. For she has balanced her dark and her light. Oh my gosh, I told y'all I was feeling a drum. I told you I was feeling a drum, and now look at her. When you learn to bring together the curse, which is truly, truly a gift, when you're able to heal that and bring it together in the cosmic limniscate of the universe. The limniscate is the figure 8 that we always see on its side. That's a limniscate. That's the symbol of a limniscate. When you're able to bring these two into alignment, your light and your dark, your light and your dark, accept guidance from the other side, trusting your intuition to guide you. This is bringing them together. This is bringing them together. Having that trust to get uncomfortable, yet being rooted and knowing where you've been. This is not birth. This is rebirth. I said this. Remember earlier, I was making that very clear. They were making that very clear. That is exactly how I see these two winding together. And then Knight of Wands. That's what brings about your passion, your true vitality. Many of you, okay, thank you. Many of you, I'm hearing, I miss my vitality, my joy for life, my for life, my excitement for life, my lust for life. Where is your wanderlust? Perhaps you have become so spiritually fit, you're of no earthly value. And that will, in cycle, they will push you down. They reward you with joy, with desire, with lust, with passion, by saying, hey, you're on the right track. And I'm not saying every time, I'm not saying every time. If you're out there at the bar drinking and you're going home with yet another guy or another girl and you know you shouldn't be, and you're driven by physical lust, that's a different story. Okay, that's maybe for one of our dark night lives, right? But this is a different kind of vitality. A vitality for life. Going and getting it. Right, Mandy? You feeling it? Meh. I love how the drum sits, but she's on her knees, like Yes. Like she couldn't sit anymore. You know, she had to like get up on her knees. Like, I can't take it. I'm too excited. And the drum sits between her legs, for she is not ashamed of her sexuality. The fire's going off within your soul. But in order to get to this period, it's hard to tell you guys, but this horse has an interesting, he's black, but he has a white coming out of him. You must go through the dark to get your light. You must go through the dark to get your light. Next card out is the Hermit. You must go within and find your own light. Are you happy with yourself? Can you sit alone with yourself and have true joy? Can you be alone with yourself? Have you tried a mirror meditation where you just look at yourself, look into your own eyes? Do a mirror meditation. Are you okay with your own thoughts? Are you being honest with yourself? That's what will bring back the joy in you. Okay. I want to read the invitation to the Tree of Life, 58. 58. The invitation this is the card that Mandy picked to the Tree of Life. Thank you, Mandy, for your help. Appreciate you. She is quite comfortable. It looks like she has no stomach. Okay. Invitation to the Tree of Life. I feel like many of you are on both of these paths very equally. It's like an in-between. It, you know, you're at the stabilization point where you're really seeing this. Okay, the invitation says, to find health and balance in your life, reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head, this beautiful computer up here, very helpful, but it's not who you are. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in the mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. Are your roots and branches, what you're grounded into, aligned with your heart's longings? That's a good question. Are your roots and branches, everything you've built stability on, aligned with your heart's longings? That's a good question. This is what we're going through right now. And I know some of us don't like looking at this stuff, but it is truly for your rebirth so that you can get fun comfortable speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, I just cut the deck. I told y'all, I'm hearing a drum. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like a soul drum. It's like, I'm calling you up. Boom, 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 boom. I'm calling you up. That's your spirit saying, are you really going to keep doing the same old thing that you hate every day and never even trying? Are you going to speak the truth at least to yourself without even talking about acting on it? Without telling anyone else, are you at least going to be honest with yourself about what you want for once? And if you don't know, it's time to find out, don't you think? Boom, 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 boom. It sounds like that, you know, the beginning of Jumanji, when the game's like boom, 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 boom. I don't know the exact beat of it, but interesting. I just split the deck again. Look at this tree. Middle world. Look how shallow not even shallow so much as you can see the roots. I think that's interesting that you can see the roots. shorter branches. And this one, the branches are going outside, right? This is time to look at your roots, maybe, and where they are placed. It's okay to pull up roots. Replant them where they make more sense. That is eternally transforming. That is the spiral, right? It is a spiral. Okay, let's see what's up with the Time Master. I have not read this card. I actually have no idea what it's about, but he does look majestic. I'd totally date him. He's got like a Viking look. Kind of also has that look of what is it? The Spirit of Christmas Present, the Jim Carrey movie, or not the Charles Dickens, but you know what I'm talking about. Whenever he looks like that, the Spirit of Christmas Present or something. The jolly beard. Ho, 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 ho. He looks like he has a good laugh, but he's also pretty serious, right? Got a Viking look to him. Mildly attractive. Yeah. It's a card 57, which is also a 12. Never read this one. We're going to read the essence of this one. Interesting. It's the card before Tree of Life. The essence. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like the wheel and others moving straight as an arrow as a refraction, bouncing off of one another. Humans see time like a ticking clock. And this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life. Like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential. At once vast and encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. Perspective. It's so interesting. When they talked about the clock, it threw me off because I had like a mini download. And I thought of how we think of time so linear. Point A to point B. You are born, then you die. Beginning to end. For everything. You start a class, it's an hour. Hey, I start this class at 1 p.m. and it's over at 2 p.m. But it's funny that we have clocks in circles, like cycles, never ending. But we see it as a line, so finite. But we should be living cyclically, right? Understanding that there truly is a time for everything. A time for birth, a time for death, a time for planting, a time for reaping. The invitation of this card. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? Interesting. I've really never read this. Where are you at in the wheel? You can be anywhere you want. When you are wherever you are, but where do you want to be? And are you heading in that direction? Are you heading in that direction? Do you realize that you're creating your own world? You're balancing your light and dark. Do you know what you want? Are you picking things based on how easily you can get up the ladder? Are they different? Are they with the flow of the universe? Trusting your intuition? What is your motivation and your choices of what creates your roots? Do you know where your roots are? Can you see them? Are they deep below ground? If your roots are deep below ground, it is time to start on your branches, baby. Get them as big as you want, for no wind can take down deep roots, no matter what. And every time you survive a wind without breaking, you get stronger roots, which means you can get even bigger. The universe falls in love with a stubborn heart. Are you going after what you want, no matter what anyone thinks? Bottom of this deck, 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. You guys are heading into victory. You guys are heading into abundance. They're just making sure that you have the right foundations to not blow over. Because you're about to have some top-heavy branches, baby. They're preparing you for that. They're deepening your roots so that you will stand strong and sturdy through any wind and be able to keep your abundance, your beautiful branches that will never stop growing. Never. That is the tree of life. Endlessly growing as it is endlessly getting stronger. That is what is meant for you. That is your divine destiny. Your divine destiny is to have this abundance, is to have this joy and victory, which can only be garnered through balancing your light and dark. Realizing that you create your own universe. This is yours. Take it. Get uncomfortable. Be stubborn. Know that every time I fall down, one of my roots is getting deeper, which means one of my branches will get longer, will get sturdier. I'm telling you, my soul tribe, those of you resonating with my channel, you've done some work, my darlings. And the sun is coming to you. I know, I've been there this past year especially. Here comes the sun, little darling, too. Okay, let's close it up, Soul Tribe. We're about to start the May readings. I wanted to get this out. This is going to be most of the energy of May I want you stepping into. Okay, this is most of the energy of May I want you stepping into. Full moon on the 7th. Everybody who has donated to my channel in May is going to be included in the new moon and full moon ritual, but we're starting out with this full moon. You had to have donated in May. If you have donated on Super Chats, make sure you're sending me an email. It's easiest for me if you donate through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Okay? That's awesome. Because then I can see your manifestations immediately, put it into a spreadsheet, you know. But here I have to kind of match you up with your handle on YouTube. Make sure you're giving me your handle if you send me an email, because I don't always know that, topsy-turvy 4810 stick is, Lisa. So understand that I want to give back that energy, and I want to make sure everybody's getting their manifestations in. If you don't send them to me, I'm still manifesting love for you and releasing ancestral ties this month. So this month's going to be really about releasing ancestral ties. I know some of you are sitting there in rocky waters and in this upheaval of your spiritual awakening, and just sort of sitting in the toss-up of it. It's time to you got this. Okay, you got to have a little faith, but you also got to take a little action. You got to take risks. Okay, you can't. Do you want to sit in this cave of darkness forever? And these, I'm feeling no. I'm feeling like it's time to do this. So, first up will be fire signs, I'm feeling. Okay, first up will be fire signs for this full moon ritual. Let's be on the 7th. Okay. For those of you who want personal readings, they are $120 now. I'm taking $60 off rather than $180. Please email me. Include your handle and your real name in the event that you comment up here, so I can make those links. I will be answering all of those. Tomorrow is my email day. I'll be answering all of those tomorrow. So you will likely be on here. I'm doing them through the end of next week. Okay. So I've got quite a few slots still available. I'm letting them kind of first come, first serve. Doing the best I can. Again, another 10. Where are you at in this 10 cycle? I think many of you have left that 10 of swords, that 10 of wands, and you're coming in to 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. Beautiful. Okay, guys. A lot of twin flames coming together too. I think I'm going to do a separate twin flame divine masculine, divine feminine reading. Yeah. All right. What did they say, you guys? What did they say? They say, don't waste your hate. Rather gather and create. Be of service. Be a sensible person. Use your words. No, don't be nervous. You can do this. You've got purpose. Find your medicine and use it. What are you putting your time into, my love? Manifest this reading for you. Claim it, own it, step into it. This is what's available to you now. I love you all, my soul tribe. Like and subscribe. It's like tipping. Catch you on the flip side.